Hello guys and girls, I am Harlam Sane, and in this video I am going to show you how you can make HTTP requests in your Android application. If you haven't done any kind of HTTP request before, please go through my post and see how you can integrate some of the top libraries in your Android application for making HTTP requests. There are several reasons to use Android applications library because they provide an easy and convenient way to make our work much more better. So let's get started by adding internet permission in our Android manifest.xml. For this, I have already created a project. Just go to your manifest file and add user permission to make sure that your app is permitted to use internet. So what I will be doing is add a called user permission, and it will be internet permission. Let me add this one. And what I will be doing is add this internet permission. The next thing is to integrate this library in our project. For this, I'll be using this line and paste it in my builder file located here. Just paste this line here and it will ask you to sync a project. Then click the sync now button to make sure that and to make your project ready for further steps. As the project is building, let us create our simple UI. For this video, I'll be using a very simple UI with two components. One will be a button to trigger the call request, and the next one will be a text view for showing our result. Okay, let's do it by adding a button here, and I'll use this settings. I'll use button get, and I will make sure that its orientation is vertical. And also I'll give ID to it so that I can change this content. I'll name it text response. So our design will look like this. Okay, let's wait for it to get built, and while it is building, let me show you some other libraries that are available or mostly used in Android application. There are Bolly and OkHttp. You can use OkHttp or even Bolly for making Android HTTP requests. I have written about it in my blog, so please make sure that you go through those blog posts so that you can know about other libraries too. Okay, the build has completed. Now let's see if it has still the problem. Let's refresh this. Okay, and you can see we have button. Now just press Ctrl B and I'll add a text here. I'll name it get. Okay, it's giving me. Okay, everything looks good. Now what we will do is initialize the button and the text in our main activity.java file. The first thing is we'll get the button. We'll be using findViewBy method available here, and as you know that this method returns an object, so what we need to do is cast it to button. What I'll be doing is simply cast it to button, and I need to import this package, so I press Alt Enter and it automatically import it for me. And next thing we'll be doing is add our Onclicklistener, and Onclicklistener. To this I'll just implement the Onclicklistener in my project by adding this line. Okay, now it's already implemented. What I'll be doing is I'll be press Alt Enter to get this dialog box and just click OK button to add the Onclick method. Next thing I'll be doing is you import that package. Let's create an instance of async HTTP client here in our okay, you can see that I have directly written my code here in the Onclick method because I have only one button and only that button is making this happen. So what I will do is simply use without any kind of decision making or any kind of checks. So let's do it by adding our URL and new async. Okay, it will generate these methods for me. So this method will be called when we get successful response, and this will be called when we get any kind of error, including server side or other errors. Next thing will be I'll be using a API. I'll be using some JSON from this website. Okay, this called this. I'll be using this URL to get API JSON in my app, and it can be your application's URL. And next thing I'll be doing is set this to false. What I'm doing is once the button is clicked, I want it to be disabled until these requests are completed. So what I'll be doing is add enable to true, and here to do the same thing, and also make sure that this is final because we are using it in anonymous inner class. Okay, now we are ready. I'll check if this response body is null, and I'll simply do nothing if the response body is null. And again, make sure that this will be called here. Okay, instead of this, I'll be making it like this. Okay, now we can simply initialize a new JSON. Okay, first let's take a look at our JSON. As you can see that it returns an array of JSON. So what I'll be doing is create a new JSON array using JSON array class, and make sure that you import it using alt enter, and let's say array is equal to new JSON array with new string of this response. Okay, as we know that it will throw exception, we will simply add this try catch statement, and I'll make sure I make it exception so that I'll not be adding some specific exception. The next thing is we'll see. Okay, I think I'll not pass JSON in this video because I'll be making another video on how to pass JSON. So we'll simply set the text in our buttons. For this, I'll in our text field, I'll be using this text field called text field. Text response is equal to id dot text response. We have this one. Make sure we cast it to text view, and text response dot set text method to set the text that we have received. New string will convert the byte array to the string. So I'm just using this constructor to convert my byte array to string. Okay, now next thing is building the application. After we have this, we can simply build it. Just click this play button and it will build. I'll generate I don't know, I'll just generate an APK and run it in my mobile device so that you can see how it works. I'll just build APK. Okay, it's building. Let me close this one. Okay, I'll show you how it works in my mobile device. You can see that I have installed this app in my mobile phone. Now let's click this get button to see what happens. As expected, we can see that it has downloaded the JSON from the server and shows it in the text field that we have given. If you like this video, please make sure that you hit that thumbs up button, and in upcoming videos I'll be showing you how you can parse this JSON and store it in your database. So please subscribe for more upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.